Assalamualaikum. I hope you all are good, my dear students. Today I am here to give you the lecture of class 5 and I am giving you the lecture of English grammar. This is week number 6. Today we will discuss about unit number 4 and the topic of this unit is parts of speech. The topic of this unit is parts of speech. Today we will discuss about parts of speech. This is the book. Page number 13, and first of all we see the definition. We can categorize English words into 8 basic types or classes. These are parts of speech. First of all, I will give you the little bit introduction about this, that all the words combine with each other and they make the sentence. The sentence that gives us any of the sense of any action that is happening. So these sentences are categorized into English words into 8 basic types or classes. These types or classes are called parts of speech. Now we will see which are these. Number 1, noun. Number 2, pronoun. Number 3, verb. Number 4, adverb. Number 5, adjective. Number 6, preposition. Number 7, conjunction. And number 8 and the last category is interjection. We will start our topic with noun. We'll see that we have been studying this noun from a very years ago. A noun is the name of a person or a thing or a place. Simply we call this noun. For example, Raza, lion. Raza is the name of a person, lion is the name of any animal, and also they come the name of any place and thing, etc. Like place like Faisalabad, Lahore, and things like chair, table, etc. Then come the pronoun. The word that comes at the place of or instead of noun is called pronoun. For example, he, she, it, etc. He comes at the name or instead the name of Raza. Like Raza is the name of a person, so we know that he is a male, so we use he instead of Raza. She used for the female, it used for anything, and they also come they, him, his, etc. Then comes the third category, that is verb. Any action that is happening or happen. The action that is happening is called the verb. That, for example, eat, like khare, eat, drink, etc. Like sleeping, going, coming. These are all the verbs. Number 4, adverb. Adverb is a mixture, is a combination of two verbs. First, ad come from adjective. Ad come from the adjective and verb is the verb. Any action that we are happy, happily, like ly denote the adjective. Happily, silently, slowly, now, here, etc. are the example of the adverb. Then comes the fifth category or fifth class, adjective. We show any meaning of the noun is called the adjective. For example, great, fine, etc. 6, preposition. We use some word to combine a sentence, to connect the sentence with the help of these small or 2 alphabet basis word for the sentence. This is called the preposition. For example, on, in. We use this preposition in the sentence to make the sense. For example, the cup is on the table. This sentence tells us the cup is on the table, etc. Then comes the 7th category, that is the conjunction. Conjunction is also the part of speech that shows us any connection between the sentence. We combine two sentences with the help of and, but. With the help of these words, we combine our sentence and make a proper sense. Then come the eighth and the last part of speech. That is interjection. Interjection, it is a word or sound which shows feeling or emotion. We use an exclamation mark. This is the exclamation mark that we use at the last of any interjection word. These words shows any feeling, emotion of anything, like you are fine, you are happy, you are feeling upset. So these words shows our feelings and emotion. This is the eighth and the last interjection, the part of the speech. So we have read 8 basic classes and types of part of speech. These are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction and interjection. I hope so this topic is informative and very useful for you. Then we will come on the exercise. This is on the page number 14. This is the page number 14 and this is the exercise. Page number 15 also based on the exercise of this chapter or topic. First question is this: define parts of speech. There comes this definition or these words in this question. We can categorize English words into 8 basic types or classes. These are called parts of speech. This is the answer of the first question. Then comes how many parts of speech are there? Write their name. As we all have already known that we have discussed these 8 basic parts of speech. There are 8 basic parts of speech and their names are noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Then comes the question number 3, that is separate the following words and write them in proper columns. These are the columns at the top of the page. These are the columns like for the noun, pronoun, verb, adverb. You have to separate this. You have to separate these words into these columns. This is your task. Do it at home. And if you understand this very well, so you can do it properly. One exercise I have done for you. Sort the noun, verbs, adverbs and preposition from the given sentence. One is done for you. That is here. The question number 1 is, we have to sort out these. This sentence is based on noun, verb, adverb and preposition. So we have to separate these in these columns. Like Imran silently entered the big gate of the house. We have to separate the noun. N denote for the noun, V denote for the verb, A denote for the adverb. We have already know that is the adverb, which is the combination of adjective and verb. And then come the P, which is for the preposition. Okay, we have read this again. Imran silently entered the big gate of the house. Imran, the name of a person, comes in noun. In noun, we use Imran as a word. Then V for the verb. Entered. Entered. Enter is any action that is happening. The work is being done. Is the enter. Entered and ed is the second form. Enter, entered. V denote for the verb entered. Adverb in this silently. Silent, silently. Preposition. In this we have used and we combine the following sentence with the help of a preposition, that is of. Preposition of. I hope this is very informative and understanding for you. This all exercise is your homework. Do it at home. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz. We start our topic with unit number 3. The topic of this unit is article. First we define or understand this word with the help of the definition. A word used with a noun that specifies whether the noun is definite or indefinite article is called an article. In this definition, we understand that article comes in the first of a noun that specifies whether the noun is definite or indefinite. We clear this definite or indefinite article with the help of the kinds. Kinds of articles. First, there are 3 articles like a, an and the. These 3 articles are categorized into 2 kinds, indefinite article and definite article. In indefinite article, a and an is categorized. We further discuss this. First we discuss a. A articles come in the front of any consonant. What are consonants? Consonants are the alphabets of English letters rather than the vowel words like B, C, D and G. For example, a cat. And also a article comes with those singular countable nouns. Those we can count these. Then an. An article comes with the vowel words. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. For example, an. This is the first kind or first category of the article, that is indefinite article. Second, definite article. In this article, we use the article. T-H-E, the. The article is used with the name of rivers like Satluj, books like Holy Quran and like more historic books and other books like your course books, and for the direction like left, right. Secondly, we don't use the with some certain name of the people, countries, towns, etc. Is this an omission in which we not use the in the front of these names like the name of people, countries. This is your book. At page number 12, you can see the exercise. This is the page number 12. You can see the exercise. There are 3 questions of this exercise. First one is define article. Define article. The definitions come in this question. This is the answer. A word used with a noun that specifies whether the noun is definite or indefinite article is called an article. Second question is, how many kinds of articles are there? There are 2 kinds of articles, as you all know, and we have studied indefinite article and definite article. Then come the fill in the blanks with the suitable articles. I have done a few on the board for your convenience. Exercise. Fill in the blanks number 1. He lives near dash Satluj river. In this sentence, we use the article because we have studied that the comes with the name of the river and Satluj is the name of the river. Second, I have dash umbrella. As you all know, umbrella starts with the vowel word U. U is a vowel word as we have discussed there. We use N. N for the U, that is a vowel word. That umbrella starts with a U vowel word, so we put N. An article in this blank. So it becomes I have an umbrella. Then he is dash nobleman. He is a nobleman. We use a article. There are 11 fill in the blanks on page number 12. 3 are done, I have done for you. The other is your task. Do it at your home and understand it very well. This is your homework. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz. Start with unit number 5. The topic of this unit is noun. First we discuss the definition of the noun. Noun. A noun is the name of a person, animal, place or thing is called noun. The name of any person, animal, place or a thing is called noun. For example, the person name is Raza. Raza is a noun. Animal, cat. Cat is a noun. Place, Faisalabad. Faisalabad is noun. Thing, whiteboard. Whiteboard is a noun. Then we will come to the kinds of noun. There are 5 kinds of noun. Number 1, common noun. Second, proper noun. Third, collective noun. 4, material noun. 5, abstract noun. First, we will discuss common noun. The name of a common person, place or a thing is called common noun. The commonly used words are called common noun, like girl, boy, etc. Then, proper noun. The name of a particular person, place or thing is called proper noun, that are particularly used for the noun. For example, Abdullah, Holy Quran, etc. Number 3, collective noun. As shown by the name, this represents a collection of nouns. Means the noun which denotes or resembles the collection of nouns is called collective noun. For example, class. Class is a group of students. Team. There are 5, 6 or more than people or persons in a team that make a collective noun. Then the 4th kind of a noun is material noun. As shown by the name, material. Any material like butter, gold, iron, that are material. Materialistic form comes in material noun. Then the 5th and the last but most important kind of a noun is abstract noun. Abstract noun, the name of a thing which has no physical existence. It denotes the quality, action or state of a noun we cannot see, touch, taste, hear or smell them. That don't have any physical existence is called abstract noun. For example, truth, honesty. We can't see these 2 abstract nouns, but these are called abstract noun. Then there comes the exercise on page number 17. I live in Lahore. In this sentence, proper noun is. There are 4 options of each sentences and you have to mark the appropriate answer. Then on page number 18, write the proper noun for each of the following. I have done this for you. Proper noun. As we all have already know what is proper noun, the particular name of a thing, place of a person. Like a particular name, Qaid-e-Azam. This is a proper noun. Book, Holy Quran. This is a particular book. Then abstract noun. Abstract noun that don't have any physical existence is denoted as abstract noun. For example, love, pain, beauty and truth. Number 3rd is material noun. Material noun is butter, gold, iron. That has materialistic form. They also have the option for fill the blanks with appropriate collective nouns, and for the nouns you have to is your task. Do it as homework in your home and understand this with the help of this. All the options, all the answers and material is given in this noun topic. Do it. Allah Hafiz.